Do you think it was a prudent long-term decision? Would you have said, Jasprit, give it another go?
I don't know the gravity of the situation, so it's very hard for me to comment. But looking at how things have unfolded in the last 1.5 months, the difference between India staying in the BGT and getting whitewashed was Jasprit Bumrah. Now, as a coach, as a captain, when you know the value of a person like that, you will try and do everything possible for him to get on the park. And if that is not possible, then the prudent thing would have been, just like you said, give him a break because there's again an important tournament coming in a month's time. And the fact that he's got a history with a back in the same place in Australia. When Team India had toured in 2022, we went without Jasprit Bumrah, and the tournament didn't go well for us purely because one man wasn't there. That's the impact he has on Indian cricket right now. And I think they've taken the right thing considering everything that's happening. But you could see the gaping hole that Team India have when he isn't around.
Something very interesting that happened before we look into what actually happened in the day. So as I finished my little work with Fox Cricket and I was coming out, and DK, like a line, like a line. Just when you go to visit a major tourist attraction, like a line, everybody was standing there and looking like this to see what shoes is Bumrah wearing. Is he warming up? What is he? Is he stretching? All the Australian commentators, a lot of the Australian players starting to check, is he playing? Is he not playing? I think there is very little doubt that the single greatest influence on this series has been Jasprit Bumrah. I know Pat Cummins played very well. Travis Head had his moments. Steve Smith had his moments. Nitish Reddy had an emotional moment. KL Rahul had his moments. But nobody quite had this series in his palm, much like Jasprit Bumrah did, and it's incredible. Dick, I don't know if you ever felt like a fan or as a media person just going to cover, but at the end of a career, you look back and say, what were the truly great things I saw? And I will say without any hesitation that one of the greatest things I have seen is Jasprit Bumrah bowling in Australia. He's a gem. Uh, B.S. Chandrasekhar, another of my great childhood heroes. I think I could still do a fair imitation of his bowling action. I spent hours doing it. Big hero for us. 35 wickets in 5 tests in that 72-73 series. Vinu Mankad in 52, that great test match at Lords, still call it Mankad's test. Subhash Gupte, whom Garfield Sober says is the best leg spinner that he ever saw. But Jasprit Bumrah 32, and I'll tell you what, if he had a couple more spells in the first innings and come firing now, he could well have finished on 40. So well done, Jasprit Bumrah.